Hi guys, welcome back to another studio vlog. I thought I would start out my day showing you some of the surrounding area of the little village town that I live. It's not really a village, it's a town, but the little place where I live is called West Orange Village, and this is the cycle path from the main town centre back to the part where I live in the little housing estate. I just thought I would take you along for the ride after I dropped off some of my Etsy packages that were too big for the post box. It was a beautiful spring sunny day, something we rarely get in Scotland, so I thought I'd show you some of the pretty surroundings before it's even come into full bloom. This is the lake right by my children's old primary school. This is about 5 minutes away from my house. As you can see, gorgeous weather. Let's get to it. I know it's been a while since I made a wee studio vlog. I have been mega busy working on Alexi's point of view, which is one of my books. If you follow me because of my books and you're a fan of the Carrero series, you'll know that Alexi's view has been long awaited and it's taken me 2 years to go back and finish. 2 years. It didn't take that long to write the book, I just kept putting it off and wrote other books, so it's done, but we're in a mess. Not only here. Oh, there's the cat. It's very sunny in Scotland right now. We're having some freak spring weather. We also have a mess in here that I have to clean up. We've got things waiting to be dealt with, stock, stuff that my partner needs to move, more stuff for storage. I've been working on this, which is finished almost. It just needs its clear coats done and that little mark there covered up where I touched it with a dirty finger and didn't realise and accidentally sealed over it. So this needs to get finished, put on my Etsy. I've got so much stuff to get listed to Etsy right now, it's unreal. Mess, half mess, more mess. Mess. So yeah, I've got a lot of tidying up and organising to do today, but my garden is still havoc. We're going to get working on it more this summer. I've got cardboard to break up and put in the blue recycle bins. I'm just tired. Tired. After getting that book done, I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up first because I need to make new freebie packs. I've only got one freebie pack left from my orders. I've had a lot of Etsy orders the last couple of weeks. As you can see, stuff falling everywhere. I only have one left, but I have a whole bunch of new stuff for freebies, new bookmarks, postcards, stickers, so they're going to get dealt with. I also have, I've put beads on top of this, new stock for doing markets. This is just what I like to think of as pocket money stock. So I take things like this along to events and sell them really cheap, and they are a good little earner for, and there goes all my beads. That's the beads for this guy. Yeah, they're a good little earner. You take things like that, some sweeties, some kiddies stuff, some stickers, and you'll be amazed how much money this can bring in if you're doing like a 3-day event at a festival. So yeah, that's something I've got there. Got a whole bunch of new crochet books to put away and craft books. I've already stuck some of them up here, but I've got, as you can see, a whole new pile of crafty books. I made 2 new patterns in between writing Alexi's view. I made a knitted version of Harry the Healand Coo, and I made a crochet version of Harry the Healand Coo Highland Cow for those of you that don't like when we talk pure broad Scots. So yeah, he's on Amazon as well as my Etsy. Etsy is a downloadable pattern, Amazon is a physical printed pattern. So he's up. I need to finish this bag. I kind of feel like I made it way too deep. It's really long for like the size of it, but I'll finish it anyway and probably stick on my Etsy. I've got another like 4 bags out there to put on Etsy. I've just been busy. That is why the house is in a mess. So I'm going to stick this on a tripod and put some music on and get cleaning. Chico's shouting at me to get in. Okay, so I've got things more tidied up. I'm not finished yet, but I'm going to show you my little cow that Ross got me. My wee Highland cow. I've always loved Highland cows, but I've never like really collected them that much. But recently they seem to be a trend again and you're seeing them everywhere. So yay for me, I can now have Highland cow things. I also want to show you, I was in Largs recently. I'm just turning my camera. I was in Largs recently, which is a really nice town in Scotland, like really nice. The kind of tourist picture perfect place, but also busy enough that you've got lots of shops, lots of places to go, lots of things to do. And I came across this market that was selling like all different stuff, but this stall was for this artist. Now her art is really, really cute. I think her name is Kimmy Lee Gold. I'll have to look it up. I will put it in the description. So I got a couple of coasters for her. I also got a tea towel and a packet of stickers with her characters. She writes children's books. But yeah, she's based in Scotland. She's a Scottish artist. She does really nice art like this, sort of like on the more realistic side of things. But she's got 4 children's books out with much more cutesy characters. I did buy stickers. There they are. It's Kirsten Lee Goldie down there, see? Kirsten Lee Gold. So these are the characters from her children's books. I mean, hello. How cute is that? So yeah, I bought the stickers because obviously I don't need a children's book. My kids are like 15 and 19. But I just thought they were so freaking adorable. I mean, look at that fox. He's to die for. So yeah, if you want to buy any of her artwork, she does have a website, Kirsten Lee Goldie. She's a Scottish artist. As you can see, she's amazing. If you don't like the childlike stuff, then obviously she has way more other artwork than this. The tea towel I bought was toadstool themed. In fact, I'll see if I can find it. It might be in the wash. Yep, I found it. Okay, so this is the other thing that I bought because I am obsessed with toadstools, pumpkins, anything fall themed. This is my jam. This is like my thing. So I bought a tea towel for my kitchen because my kitchen is pretty much toadstool themed. And look at it. This is the kind of artwork she does. Spectacular. So if you're interested in her work, it's Kirsty Lee Goldie or Lee Goldie Art. Cute. Okay, I'm gonna pack up some new freebies because I have one left, and the way my orders have been going with Etsy lately, one is definitely not enough. Okay, so the plan was to draw my artwork, get it all printed off. My camera is really squint. Get it printed off, postcards, bookmarks, stickers, and I am in the process of drawing that artwork, but I also ran out of time. So I just grabbed a whole bunch of stuff from one of the wholesalers I use to use as my freebies. Stuff that kind of, not this one. This is not in keeping with my theme. Stuff that's in kind of keeping with the theme of what I like to make and sell. And cutesy bookmarks, even though I have a whole bunch of my own bookmarks for Awakening. And just some nice art. So I just grabbed stuff that they had on offer. I'm going to make some freebie bags. So I have a mix of like Highland Cow bookmarks and just cute, like cutesy reading bookmarks, like animal related. And I'm thinking I might just put one of each in them all, as well as one of, oops, my Awakening bookmarks. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should also put the Awakening bookmarks in. They're good promotion. But I might keep these for when I do author events. I might just stick with these. So I might put in like a Highland Cow one and a cutesy animal one in every freebie bag. I mean, you can never have too many bookmarks. So I'm trying to decide what is too much to go in a freebie bag. I'm thinking a postcard and an artwork is too much, especially if I'm putting 2 bookmarks. So I'm just going to put the postcard, the 2 bookmarks, and a couple of stickers. I think that's enough in a freebie. Plus, every single order from my Etsy always gets whatever artwork that I've made into a little collector's card. I've still got Rodney the snail at the moment, but he is nearly out, so I'll need to be making a new one soon enough. They'll get one of these, and I think that'll be enough. Like, they get like a business card and stuff, and they get a thank you note. I think that's plenty. What do you think? Do you think that's enough for the freebies bag? It changes every time I run out and restock. It used to be just like the artwork that we did, but now I don't know. I'm a busy woman. Okay, so I pretty much ran out of the little baggies for these. I forgot I need to order in the sleeves for these. So I've just made up, I was just going to make up as many as I had of these stickers left just to finish the roll. But I can't do that, so I'm just going to make up this last one with the cutesy stickers. And then order in the bags that I need. And yes, I did put 2 stickers over there that I thought were so freaking adorable and I want to keep. Because I have a little array of stickers beside my desk. So yeah. Last one for just now. That at least does me for the next few days for orders. I mostly sell digital downloads, so I don't normally have to have lots and lots of freebies to hand. But lately, these are for my stand that has not yet came. Lately, I've been selling, for some reason, way more physical stuff. So yeah. Okay, so this is just some of the stuff I've got to list to my Etsy this week. I was going to say today, but I don't think I have it in me. I'm really tired. I've got a whole bunch of new stuff. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Oh, that's maybe a bit much. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of new stuff for my Etsy. I've been trying to learn micro crochet. This is not micro crochet, this was just embroidery thread crochet. I finally did master it though, and have made a couple of pairs of earrings of micro crochet. I've got these ones, and I can't really see with the light pen. I'm going to turn on the light. Hopefully that's a little bit better. These are really nice greens in the flesh. I should maybe do it towards the daylight. Have some daylight coming in. No, still not showing up that great on camera. This is a really nice dark green. Oh, there we go. That's more true to colour. These are a nice dark green with a fuchsia and a sort of spring green. And these ones are more of a spring green, lime green, and baby pink. Well, not quite baby pink. And then these ones are obviously yellow. But I also have a matching brooch for the sunflower earrings to go on my Etsy. I've got a daffodil brooch. This was before I mastered using the thinner thread, so I'm going to redo some of these in the much thinner thread and I'll turn it a lot smaller. I've got a poppy brooch to go on my Etsy. Then I've got 3 pairs of book earrings. So these are the first pair I made. They're little books. As you can see, I kind of kept them more in the style of grimoires. So like this would be a more of a nature loving witch type of spell book rather than make them novels. This one is a more celestial kind of spell book, as you can see. And the backs are exactly the same as the front, so if your earring gets flipped over, they're nice from any angle. Then we've got the toadstool, sort of like the foraging type of spell book. Cute as hell, and they've got little toadstools on them. And then I've just got some things that I was finally finishing up that have been there for a while. These are ceramic beads, so these are really cute. And then I've got just some little spell bottles that have got tiny little bronze pine cones in them, and I just thought they were really cute to make. I've also got some little spell bottle necklaces to put on my Etsy. So we've got this one, I've got them all tangled together. Maybe if I separate them they'll be easier to see. So we've got this one, this is a spell bottle necklace. Then we've got this one. And these are really good for carrying, if you're someone that likes to carry moon water or carry an essential oil or to carry gemstones with you. And they're just, I've only got 3 of these. These were just a trial to see what they were like. I didn't make these ones, I just thought they were adorable, so I bought some in to see what they were like. Now, my vintage reclaimed stuff, I've got some new vintage reclaimed stuff. There's this one which needed cleaned up and re-macrameed. So this was the original design, but I just redid it. We've got a little adorable, this one I think is from the 50s. I'm not entirely sure. The seller that was getting rid of the job lot thought that this was maybe from the 50s. It's an enamel and metal daffodil. I've cleaned it up, but it's still got a slightly sort of worn look to it, which I think is adorable. So this will be going on my Etsy. Then I've got some random stuff. I've got some cloisonette. I've got a brooch and a bracelet. We were at basically a coffee morning sale, and they had huge amounts of jewellery that if they weren't sold, they were getting binned. I snatched these 2 up and they're pretty much perfect. I'm going to clean them up a little bit. They've not been cleaned yet. Give them a polish, stick them on Etsy. That was like a really good find. They're a gorgeous palette. I love them. Then we've got some genuine vintage that actually came from my grandmother. So my grandmother passed away and we all got lots of her jewellery. I got given the jewellery that was broken, tarnished, sort of like done, to see if I could get it back to good. And these are the pieces that I'm not keeping, but I have managed to salvage, repair, get them back to pretty. They're gorgeous. These are going to be going on my Etsy. Now, these were my grandmother's, so I have no idea how old these are. She was a collector of jewellery, costume jewellery her entire life, so some of it could have even been passed in from her mother. I don't know. This especially is just so pretty. I don't think they're particularly expensive pieces, but they're old. And these were another save from that jewellery. I had to reattach some of the stones, thankfully, because it was basically a jewellery box where she'd kept the old and broken stuff. Everything was there for me to fix them, to salvage. And then we have something really adorable. Now, when we were children, me and my siblings, sorry, sisters, the boys didn't, me and all the sisters all had one of these brooches each. Some had butterflies, some had ducks, some had, what was the other one? I can't remember. Some of us had something else. I had a duck and I lost it a long time ago. But this one was in my grand's jewellery box, and I have a sneaky feeling this was mine, because I used to spend all my time at my grand's and I lost mine and I had a duck, and well, Here we go. But I'm never going to wear it. Oh, I am going to throw it on the floor though, just to add some character. I'm never going to wear it. I'm not really all that sentimentally attached to it. I do remember that all of us had one as a gift from, like, we went somewhere like a day out in, and it was one of these little places that sell handcrafted and cute stuff. I think it was like a farm shop, and we all got one each. So this is genuinely from when I was about 7. So this is at least, now I'm telling you my age, almost 40 years old. There we go. So that is vintage for sure. I know, because I was there when it was purchased. And then we have this one that was one of the finds in the box. I've reattached some of the stones that had fallen out. I think I did a good job. You can't even see where. I don't know when this is from. Judging by the feel of it, the weight of it, the kind of metal used, I'd say this is probably more current, more recent. I wouldn't say this is very vintage, but it has a vintage look to it, so I will stick it on there. I did repair it. I did bring it back to new. She loved this kind of thing. It's hard to tell what it was, where it came from. And I think that's everything for now. I've got a whole bunch of bags to list. I'm trying to think what else I have. I have a lot of stuff just lying around. I'll have to have a look and see. Okay, so I'm tired. It's the next day. I am listing slowly my new items to Etsy. It takes a freaking age to do this, but it is what it is. I'm going to list these, and then I've got some bags outside in my other workshop, and then that's it. I'm going to spend the rest of the day just tidying up my house, doing some other things. I don't know. I'm really tired. The last month writing the Alexis View book has exhausted me mentally, so I'm going to just do some tasks that don't require any thought. This requires far too much brain power, so it's taking me forever. And yeah, this will be the end of today's vlog. And the next vlog I hope to maybe start on a little self-challenge. I want to create some little collections. Not massive ones, just mini collections. For example, right now is spring. I'm really feeling the daffodil vibe, so I want to make a little collection of handmade things that are daffodil themed. Maybe some micro crochet jewellery, maybe some resin, maybe some, I don't know, artwork. It'll just be a mini collection, and I think I'm going to film doing it so you can see how my brain works, what mediums I use to make these. I might use some clay. I just want to make like a mini daffodil collection to release on, what is we now? We're in May? We're halfway through May. So if I get it ready to release for the 1st of June, and maybe the following month do something else like a poppy collection or a sunflower collection, I'll think about it. So yeah, I think the next one's going to be a daffodil collection, and you'll actually see me doing some crafty stuff. I also have plans to start uploading some knitting and crochet tutorials for some little toys, so I might get to that too. So I don't know what the next video will be. You shall find out when I find out when I'm filming it. So I'll catch you in the next vlog. Bye.